Good morning and welcome to Forest Lake State High School, Year 12, Graduation 2018. This is a very special day for our school, and as such, our students have been requested to respect this as a formal occasion. Students will demonstrate their respect by applauding when requested to do so and not calling out or whistling. A reminder to switch off mobile phones now so as not to disturb the proceedings this morning. In case of emergency, evacuation points are the door to my left, the door to the side, and the door to the back, with a gathering point on the grass up the hill. Toilets are at the back of this building. I invite our special guests to join us. Please remain seated as they enter. This is a very special event in the lives of the students today. I understand that some families will want to show their respect for the achievement of their child by placing a lei around their neck or by giving them flowers. The only time you will be able to access the students during the ceremony is as they enter the hall now. So if this is the case for your family, could you please move to the back of the hall or to the aisle, please? We will remain seated whilst our students enter so that we can all see them and share with them. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our graduating Year 12s and their teachers, led by Year Coordinator, Miss Kirsten Hammond, and welcomed by our Principal and our special guests.
Best. You can be the kid call banging on your chest. You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You can talk the guy, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself. Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Straight through hell with a smile. You could be the hero, you could get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke. Do it for your people, do it for your pride. You're never gonna know if you never even try. Do it for your country, do it for your name. Cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Astronauts be champions, be truth seekers. These students be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. There's a fire with the cross flame. And the world's gonna know your name. Be a champion, be the best. You can be a champion. Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't worry, baby.
Just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
Remember the day I set you free. I told you you could always count on me, darling. From that day on, I made a vow. I'll be there when you want me, some way, somehow.
'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
Oh, no, darling.
No wind, no rain, or winter's cold can stop me, baby.
No, no, baby.
'Cause you are my goal.
So I'll be there on the double. Just sing for me, oh, baby.
My love is alive, down in my heart, although we are miles apart.
If you ever
Need a helping hand, I'll be there on the double as fast as I can. And don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. Don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley
do you remember when it was
I'd ask that all are considerate of others in the taking of photos. We do have a photographer at the front to capture the photos of every student, and because of the students' movements through the hall, we ask that you respect the boundaries we've set to allow our ceremony to be unimpeded. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem performed by Carolyn Mafoe, accompanied by Henry Tiakai. be seated. I invite Summer Jordan to deliver the acknowledgement to country.
We acknowledge the Jagera, Yagara and Yugarapul people, the Aboriginal owners of the land where we gather today, and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. We recognise their connection to country and role in maintaining and caring for country over thousands of years. May their strength and wisdom be with us today.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, students and staff, and welcome to the Year 12 graduation ceremony for 2018. I especially welcome special guests, Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk, Councillor Charles Strunk from the Forest Lake Ward, Councillor Angela Owen from the Algester Ward, Liam Glover, the PNC President, Hayley Lindsay, the PNC Secretary, and Jess Preston from City Point Church. Thank you for coming today to celebrate the achievement of our Year 12 students and to farewell them as they graduate from Forest Lake State High School. Our graduating students started at Forest Lake State High School in 2014. This is both a happy and sad occasion for students and staff. Please welcome to the stage our principal, Denise Kostowski, to reflect on the graduation of the class of 2018.
Good morning and welcome to our 2018 Year 12 graduation parade. Welcome to all of our invited guests and a special welcome to our Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk, parents and family of our graduating students, staff, but most importantly, our graduates. As we celebrate this morning, I too would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet and pay respects to elders past, present and future, and I thank Summer for the welcome to country. This morning we are here to celebrate the end of our schooling journey for over 230 Year 12 students. At graduation, I take the opportunity to look back at the year that the students were born, a reminder of what happened in their year of birth. Students, this might mean a little bit more to your parents than you, but it's their day of celebration too. Most of our graduates were born in the year 2001. So what do we remember from 2001? Yep. The most dramatic event of that year was most certainly the terrorist attacks in America. Now known simply as 9/11, the graduates of today have grown up in a somewhat less innocent society that, as a result of 9/11, has a higher degree of caution. However, the enduring message from this horrific event was that we would not let this or any subsequent terrorist event define who we are and how we choose to live our lives. So let's consider some of the other key milestones of 2001. We first met Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson and Rupert Grint as Harry, Hermione and Ron, as the popular Harry Potter series came to life with the cinematic release of The Philosopher's Stone. We also enjoyed Monsters Inc., Shrek and Ocean's 11. 2001 was the year that Wikipedia went online, making research easier while developing a need for us teachers to make sure we taught critical literacies. Mars Odyssey was launched to determine if life on Mars ever existed. Apple Computer released their first iPod, and Microsoft released Windows XP. In Australia, digital television arrived in time for our first series of Australian Big Brother, and Sale of the Century finished after 21 years. In sport, Alfie Langer made a spectacular return to lead Queensland team to a victory in the State of Origin. The Brisbane Lions won the first of their three-peat. Ethereal won the Melbourne Cup, having been trained by Sheila Laxon, who was the first female trainer to win a cup. And we said farewell to Don Bradman. The Prime Minister of Australia was John Howard. Queensland Premier at that time was Peter Beattie. New Zealand Prime Minister was Helen Clark, and George W. Bush and Tony Blair were leaders of America and Britain. But of course, the most important event in each of your families in 2001 was your arrival, graduates. With your cute smiles, you brought joy, new responsibilities, and sleepless nights to the family. You can't see what's up there, can you? I think you guys need to come and have a look. Have we worked out who they are now? Oh my God, Paris says, I think she's liked blue right from the beginning. Each year I reflect on the significant events of the graduate's birth, and in that year I try to find a theme. And I was walking to gym one morning reflecting on this and happened upon a family of new chicks in the local lake. And it got me to thinking, this is what ties this all together, a sense of new beginnings. 2001 was actually the official beginning of the new century. 9/11 represented a new perspective on life, and many of the key events heralded new beginnings. And just as 2001 was a new beginning for your families as they celebrated your arrival, 2018, as you graduate, is the new beginning for you all. Your time to move on from your schooling years, to take your steps into new pathways full of opportunity. I am confident students will take fabulous memories of school events from the past 5 years, and your captains will remind you of some of these later. Our responsibility at Forest Lake State High School, working with families, has been to ensure that graduates are well prepared to embrace the opportunities presented to them, and I have every confidence that we have delivered. Students, I say to you that while graduation is a time to celebrate that you have stuck it to the end, it is also a time to acknowledge that there have been many people providing support along the journey. I think it is important today to acknowledge the role of parents and family, the role that they have played in this journey, and that today is a celebration for them as much as you. Today is a special celebration for a number of parents who their firstborn is graduating today. We also have parents who are attending their last graduation as their baby finishes year 12. So a special congratulations to those families. Students, your parents have cheered you on, kept you going when you wanted to give up, picked you up and supported you when times were most difficult, and celebrated your success. Graduates, please join me in thanking your parents and family. Today it is also appropriate to recognise all the teachers and school staff who have been with you on the journey from kindy, prep, primary school and now at Forest Lake. Each of these people have played an important role in your educational journey. I encourage you today to reflect on who those important people have been, and if possible, reach out to them today or in the near future and appropriately thank them. I have enjoyed getting to know this cohort of students over the last 2 years. I've been impressed by their dedication to studies, which resulted in some outstanding results which were recognised at Awards Night last week. Just as importantly, their dedication to each other and support of other students in our school is notable. These students understand and enact pride every day. In the spirit of new beginnings, I wish to let graduates know today that our school is launching a survey to begin the establishment of a Flakers alumni. Our aim is to be able to maintain connections with graduates from our school so that we can keep in touch, but also as you move along your career pathways, you might find time to come back and share your stories so that future graduates can benefit from your experiences. I encourage you to complete the survey that will be emailed to you so we can keep in touch, and I invite you to send it to other past graduates. Often students are asked what they want to do when they leave school, what career they wish to pursue. Today, graduates, I challenge you differently. Today I ask, what is it in the world that you wish to change? This should inform the direction you take beyond school, and this will inform your new beginning starting tomorrow. Congratulations on your graduation from Forest Lake State High School. I wish you all the very best for your future endeavours, and I look very much forward to hearing of the many successes I know that you will have in the future. Graduates, we are very proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Kostowski. I now invite Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk to the stage to speak to the students.
Thank you and good morning everyone. Can I start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we gather and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Can I of course acknowledge your principal, Mrs. Kostowski. It's lovely to be here today. Can I acknowledge Councillor Angela Owen and also Councillor Charles Strunk. To the P&C, thank you for all the work that you have done this year. But most importantly, can I acknowledge the school captains and the Year 12 graduating class from Forest Lake State High School. To each and every one of you, congratulations on your journey through school. It has finally reached the end, and the world presents with you enormous opportunity. I know that you've been through a journey of education, and today marks the end of that journey. To all of the teachers, to all of the parents that are here today, I know that you have played an important role in raising and looking after the students along their journey. And as the principal said, the world is changing. And you are probably the first generation to grow up in a completely digital age. The world is undergoing what's now termed a fourth industrial revolution. The world's economy is changing, the Queensland's economy is changing, and there are so many opportunities now available to you that were not available to myself or to your parents. And you need to seize these opportunities. There are going to be huge opportunities when it comes to tourism in this state. There's going to be huge opportunities when it comes to advanced manufacturing. And when I leave this graduation today, I'm going to turn the sod on a brand new project just in Ipswich, which is going to create hundreds of jobs. Highly skilled, well-paid, long-term secure jobs for the next 10 to 20 years. And there's an enormous opportunity for people to live close to where they work. I wish each and every one of you all the very best. I also want to remind all the graduating class and the parents that graduating Year 12, you have the opportunity to pursue free TAFE. That means no loans in a whole range of areas of engineering, aged care, childcare. Please, if you are unsure, have a look at all of those courses that are available and you may see something that suits you. I hope your years here have been wonderful. I'm very honoured to stand here today, not just as the Premier of this state, but also as your local member. And I feel we also have a special relationship. I grew up here not very far away in Durack. And I know that families sometimes go through all sorts of ups and downs. And the one thing I learnt is that it makes you stronger. It makes you absolutely more stronger and more determined to achieve what you want to. Never let anyone tell you that you can't be what you want to be. And also, please follow your principal's direction in terms of challenging yourself about how you can change things. The world is an extremely big place. There's opportunities to travel and there's opportunities to learn so much more than we did when we were at school. So please grasp those challenges, think about the future, but it's just an honour here to be here today to wish each and every one of you all the very best in your future. And may you have safe holidays, a very good Christmas and New Year, and I hope to see you around in the future. All the very best, and I know that parents today are incredibly proud. It's a very special day. And as you walk through those gates the one last time, thank your parents, thank your teachers, and the world is open to you. And grasp that opportunity. Never look behind. Thank you.
Thank you, Premier. Now we go off script for a moment. I would invite the Premier to join us in the front, but first I'll organise the students. Our captains, could you please come down and stand in the front next to our Principal and our Premier? All of the students in a moment will stand. Then you will all move to the middle to make a big group of people, because we want to take a photo of our cohort along with the Premier. So students, please stand and meet in the middle. Sorry, Jazz, could Jazz just come up first, just so she's got a space and she's not squashed down? Just a little bit. Okay, if you move up, let Jazz come through and be part of the photo. And then and as soon as she's come through, the rest of you just move to the middle. Thank you. And just squash up as much as you can, students, to make a nice pack. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Premier and students. Our captains for 2018 have provided guidance and leadership to our school, but particularly to the Year 12 cohort. It is now time for the captains to complete one of their last official duties, the captain's speech. I call upon Rowan Steger, Paris Knapp, Mohammed, and Brianna Wright to deliver the captain's speech.
Good morning, distinguished guests, staff, teachers, parents, and fellow graduates. The countdown is finally over. It's graduation day. The day we've all been waiting for so anxiously has arrived. Congratulations. You should all be so proud of everything you have achieved in your schooling career, all of which has led to this very big day. However, before we go and talk about the future, let's all take a trip down memory lane. Do you remember the very first day of school in Year 8? All the fears, nerves, excitement? We had no idea what was in store. It was fun in junior school. Our biggest stresses were whether we were going to be gifted by our teachers the oh-so-mighty Pride bingo sticker that would grant us the ultimate prize of ice blocks or a barbecue. Those were the days. But then suddenly, we arrived in Year 10. We were in the big, bad senior school, and wow, how different it was. All of a sudden, everything we did mattered, and we really had to know what we wanted to be when we grew up. Transitioning into Year 11 and 12 was bittersweet. We had more control over the subjects we chose, but coming with this was intense assignments, study, stress, and tears. But with this, there were also lots of memories. Memories that will last a lifetime. Memories you have shared with the best people you have ever met and the people you will miss seeing every single day. When you exit out these doors today and into the real world, I want you to all go somewhere and do something you never thought you would, because I know that when we all entered here in Year 8, We never thought we would make it to this day. But guess what? We are all here. You all did it. I want to wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavours, and I know that you will all accomplish amazing things in this world.
Just want to say thank you, Paris. And I also agree very much. The journey that we've had has been such a roller coaster that it's crazy to think that we started here only 5 years ago. And the honeymoon period didn't last long, did it? Homework and assessment became something that you just couldn't do the last minute, although some of us are still guilty of that. Our noses became plagued with the sweaty scent of rugby boys, and our ears became plagued with the dreaded sound of everyday courtyard gossip. But yes, those 5 years have passed very quickly. From innocent little year 8s to sleep-deprived year 12s, some of us are, we've grown up in the blink of an eye. And 2018 has been a particularly jam-packed year. All those times we spent cramming in our last-minute study for exams, and when we applied that little bit of gloss on our assignments. All those times we finished a unit at work and told our friends, you know what, my OP or my rank has just gone down the drain. All those times that we said, you know what, Mum, Dad, tonight I'm going to do 6 hours of study, and then 6 hours later. But you know, all that hard work that we've had has put us here at graduation day for 2018. And now we are fully grown boys and girls, and we're going to become the men and women of tomorrow. But you know what, we can't just stand here, we have to face the music. Because on our first day of high school 5 years ago, we'd never met the people that we were sitting next to, and now we face the reality that we may never see them ever again. But you know what, guys? We're such a close and tight-knit cohort that I have to say today's not a day of sadness. It's a day of celebration. Because when you leave these grounds for the last time, when you go out those gates for the last time, you just got to know that he or she, whoever they are, your best mate, has got your back. And in 10 or 20 or 30 years' time, doesn't matter where they are, doesn't matter what they're doing, he or she will be striving to make your world and our world a better place. And I see that in all of you. I see hope, I see talent, and I see determination. And I just want to thank you guys finally. Thank you so much for being an awesome cohort. And I just want to say in the future, I'm not going to die wondering whether you'll make an impact on this world, because I know you will, and it's going to be a lasting impact. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would just like to thank Paris and Ron for their wonderful speeches, and Briannon's yet to come. At the end of 2017, a handsome fellow said that the year of 2018 would be the bomb. Ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to confirm that handsome fella was absolutely right. This year has been fantastic. We, as a cohort, have experienced many ups and downs, lefts and rights, literally all possible emotions. But at the end of the day, I'm very glad to say that we, as a cohort, we made it. For that, we really deserve a huge round of applause. See what I did there? It just looked like I said something awesome, and just why you clapping. Anyway, the students have had enough spotlight from Paris and Ron. Let's talk about the people who helped us get to where we are today. To all the staff of Forest Lake State High School, you have transformed us from our naive grade 8 personalities into independent individuals, ready for the real world after we graduate today. You guys have provided us with the push we needed to get over the finish line. You have not only taught, but truly inspired. Which is why, on behalf of all the students, I would like to say a huge thank you to every staff member of the school for guiding us through these chaotic high school years and turning into a memorable experience. To all the guardians here to witness their loved ones graduate today, we really owe you a lifetime. Thank you for feeding us, because without food, none of us would be here, literally. And thank you for always being there for us. Thank you for constantly reminding us to do our schoolwork. Thank you for showing us the importance of education. Thank you for being awesome. Although we don't always show it or say it, on behalf of every student here, today, we're extremely grateful for your contribution to our success. Thank you once again. To all the grade 12 students, let's walk out the school gates together with a big smile on each of our faces, appreciative of the individuals that have helped us get where we are today. Head high, proud of all that we've accomplished, reflecting on the amazing experiences of 2018 and diving into what the future has in store. Thank you very much.
As my fellow captains have reiterated to you numerous times, congratulations. We have finally made it to the day that has been a driving force for most of our attendance. Leaving Forest Lake State High School will be bittersweet. It marks the end of a continuous routine we've grown to hate. Sadly marks the end of some friendships that have been built over the last 5 years, but as many things come to an end, so many open. We can now travel all over the world whenever we want, unless you are going to uni, then like myself, you'll be sticking to school terms. We can aspire to tick off all the tasks on our bucket list we wrote when we were 12. But most importantly, you get to start living the best you possible. High school has been a roller coaster, and it's time we get off. After years of fearing failing exams and assignments, to probably still fearing that in future schooling. If today you can't think of anything to look forward to, or for me you are fighting back tears on this momentous occasion, I ask you to think about grade 8 and how scared we were to be in high school, or for myself, how scared I was to go into grade 9 without my big sister by my side. Think about those small emotions or events that shaped you to being here, inspired you to keep fighting, and proved everyone who possibly doubted you wrong. Today is a day of pride, a day of self-accomplishment, because whether we were surrounded by a support system or not, you were the one who wrote those assignments, you were the one who sat those exams, and you were the one who attended every day, except for the 3 if you cashed in your termly absences. At the end of the day, it will always be you who carries you to success. As I finish the graduation speech of 2018, I, along with the rest of the cohort, would like to show the attending guests something we learnt from our 2XL presenter, Kennedy. So, grade 12, rub your hands. 1 clap, 1 clap, 2 clap, 2 clap, 3, 3, 1. 3, 3, 1. Thank you.
Thank you, Rowan, Paris, Mohammed, and Briannan. And what impressed me most about what they wrote for you today was that each of them showed themselves and their own style of leadership in the way they did it. So I'm very impressed. The next important part of your leadership journey is to recognise that your responsibilities are coming to a close. You have guided and challenged. You have led from the front, and you have supported from behind to allow others the chance to lead. Your assured leadership has been underpinned by confidence and obvious pride in our school. Now, your work has come to its natural end, and you hand the baton of leadership to our new captains for 2019. I call upon our new captains to come to the stage to begin their own leadership journey with the best wishes of the 2018 captains. It is time for our new captains to be presented with blazers by our outgoing captains. I ask Mohammed to present a blazer to the Vice Captain for 2019, James McBain. I ask Briannan to present a blazer to the Vice Captain for 2019, Bailey Dunshay. I ask Rowan to present a blazer to Josh Goddard, Captain for 2019. I ask Paris to present a blazer to Tyra, Captain for 2019. "2018 captains, your leadership duties are now complete. Please thank them before they leave the stage to join their peers."
Thank you, Ms. Lang. The students graduating today will receive a graduation folder and a commemorative pewter keyring, kindly provided as a gift for the students by the PNC. Mrs. Kostowski will present graduation folders to students, and Mr. Liam Glover, President of the PNC, will present the gift to the students. Please welcome Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk, Mrs. Kostowski, Mr. Glover, and Year Coordinator Ms. Kirsten Hammond to the stage for the presentations to our graduates for 2018. As the students are presented, our photographer will take a photo of each student and make that freely available to the parents. I ask the audience to hold their applause until each class has been presented so that we can hear all student names. I call on Mr. Emerson Goodry to present the students of 12A.
Michael Afamasaga. Rifa Pakmid. Naledi Koma. Bella Duxfield. Erin Dwan. Tanisha Deneva. Stella Farpoy. Aaliyah Firth. Dule Bollinger. Rohanji Gongba. Paris Knapp. Trent McDonald. Stephanie Mustafa. Ethan Rupena. Ella Starazek. David Story. Brianna Wakeling. Ben Wallace.
Could the students of 12A please stand? Please congratulate the students of 12A and Mr. Goodread.
I call on Mr. Terry to present the students of 12B.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Could I please remind everyone here this morning to respectfully hold their applause until the end of each class? Thank you. 12B, ladies and gentlemen, Jess Booth. Ethan Brady. Mickey Dingle. Chantel Flanagan. Mitchell Hansen. Jardon Heramoya. Nick Howard. Jenny Huynh. Mankirat Kaur. Brianna Lamsam. Erica Lee. Muhammad Muhammad. Caitlin Montague. Anthony Newen. Chloe Newen. Ewan Newen. Poppy Nicholson. Helena Peacock. Royston Peterson. Julius Piemonte. Steele Pratton. Benicius Sakona. Lane Springle. Devisa Stewart. Lynn Tran. Ethan Wheeland.
Please congratulate the students of 12B and Mr. Terry. Thank you, Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk. You're free to go. Oh, absolutely.
I call on Miss Sandra Damon to present the students of 12C.
Sarah Ali. Lachlan Anderson. Caitlin Brown. Brandon Churn. Sean Davis. Braden Greshnick. Juan Hahn. Cara Harvey. Michael Kajewski. Thomas Kemp. Claire Langbean. Stephanie Lawler. Zachariah Levu. Jet McChrystal. Josh Muir. Trang Nguyen. Davina Sonia. Kasna Shine. Tobias Siosi. Brandon Speed. Jamie Toe. Iana Tupi. Bianca Ware. Briannan Wright.
Could the students of 12C please stand? Please congratulate the students of 12C and Miss Damon.
I call on Mr. Milton Kritikos to present the students of 12D.
Morning, everyone. Liv Barbaro. Jenna Blacklock. Vivian Chow. The following student is unfortunately not with us this morning. Mustafa Dean. Christopher Duff. Harrison Eneva. Grace Vapuri. Jennifer George. Brandon Greenlees. Montana Hayes. Fantasia Golio. Brandon Lee. Carolyn Marfoy. Caden Matafa. Travis McMillan. Alyssa Navin. Edison De Saba. Jordan Nguyen. John O'Connor. Malo Bale. Renee Quinn. Veena Rashid. Liam Sanders. Joseph Seelau. Jessica Tran. Ashley Van Baitu. Trinity White.
Could the students of 12D please stand? Please congratulate the students of 12D and Mr. Kritikos.
I call on Miss Trudy Lavery to present the students of 12E.
Caleb Arthur Warnham. Christian Philly. Tane Harmon Hartis. Mitchell Harris. Gohan Henry. Summer Jordan. Jesse Krieger. Devon Madison. Devon Mandy. Alyssa Matthews. Caitlin Malanta. Jacob Osborne. Divine Peseta. Richard Pratt. Dania Salam. Courtney Stanton. Falua Tawialo. Liliu Totai. Angel Warback. Thanks. Zaisha Walker Mayora.
Could the students of 12E please stand? Please congratulate the students of 12E and Miss Lavery.
Thank you, Mrs. Kostowski, Mr. Glover, and Miss Hammond. We have some exceptionally talented musicians at Forest Lake. The four students you are about to see engage in multiple music subjects during their final year, including music, music in practice, and music extension. Performing Kalio's No Good, please welcome Starla Sike, Henry Te Alkai, Patrick Stibby, and Ethan Werpena to the stage.
Let the feeling come take you. It won't do you no good. It won't do you no good. And you can tell I got fever. You try to hit me right, you know you might as well. It won't do you no good. Said it won't do you no good. And I said, kiss your baby goodbye. Come on, love, it's alright. And heaven knows they wanna break us apart. Yeah, kiss your baby goodbye. Come on, love, it's alright. You never know unless you give it a try. Said it do you no good. Can't fight the temptation when you get the vibration. Won't do you no good. It won't do you no good. And you can tell I got fever. You try to hit me right, you know you might as well. It won't do you no good. Said it won't do you no good. And I said, kiss your baby goodbye. Come on, love, it's alright. And heaven knows they wanna break us apart. Yeah, kiss your baby goodbye. Come on, love, it's alright. You never know unless you give it a try. Oh, baby. Said it do you no good. Yeah, baby. Said it do you no good. Yeah, yeah, said it do you no good.
Thank you to Star, Henry, Patrick, and Ethan for sharing your talents with us. At this point, we thank. Sorry. We appreciate the time you have been able to give to our graduating seniors and their families today. That was Anastasia Palaszczyk's kind of message. We will now continue with the presentation of the graduation photos, and I invite Mrs. Kostowski, Mr. Glover, and Ms. Hammett onto the stage again as we prepare to present to the remainder of our students. I thank the audience for holding the applause until each class has been presented so that we can all hear students' names. Could the teachers of 12E please stand?
Sammy Booth. Sam Boyd. Isaac Collingwood. Alex Doe. Hui Do. Janet Eville Lavery. Alice Gongba. Latrell Hill. Tristan Hunt. Stephanie James.
Ryan Land. Star Lasike. Katrina Matautia. Peter Milenkovic. Dylan Nariman. Hui Nguyen. Shariana Og. Harlem Parai.
Congrats, Sherry.
Tyler Roberts. Shanice Romain. LJ Silva. Tanisha Vaughan. Jacinta Williamson. Ella Whitney Lacey.
Could the students of 12F please stand? Please congratulate the students.
I call on Mr. Robin Butler to present the students of 12G.
Good morning. Jordan Amato. Trinity Valenzuela. Lachlan Barrett Markham.
Samuel Blythe James. Jasmine Bromley. Cartinia Bueno. Aaron Cook. Lewis Crichton. Vivian Dang. Lily Egan. Nick Heinsohn. Well done, Lily. Ty Lee. Well done, Nick. Brianna Melanta. Chris Miziora. Villy Navy. Well done, Chris. Sinu Nico. Well done, Billy. Well done, mate. Sharon Ochan. Whitaker Palmer. Lance Ramos. Well done, Whitaker. Our next student is not here tonight, this morning, but let's applaud Juan Rojas Zamora. Henry Tiaukai.
Could the students of 12G please stand? Please congratulate the students of 12G and Mr. Butler.
I call on Mr. Graham Cameron to present the students of 12H.
Vita Athoa. Cameron Blythe James. Megan Broad. Julius Castillo. Lily Connaughton. Denham Cornett. Fiona Daniels. Pam Farmer Lalonga. Alex Thien. And a student who isn't here, Abdi Rashid. Tiffany Jamson. Tavita Jenkins. Ivy Jimenez. Janetta Kirisamer. James Lingard. Abdullahi Osman. Caitlin Powell. Sanan Sabia. Devon Tapuya. Cody Wisson. Talia Yovan.
Could the students of 12H please stand? Please congratulate the students of 12H and Mr. Cameron.
I call on Dr. Richard Vanderveen to present the students of 12I.
Dulcie Acevedo. Nicola Bielich. Zara Cantwell. Tegan Clough. Daniel Kupak. Daniela DiPaci. Veronica Echegoyen. Jaden Fuster. Noah Glover. Sarah Humphreys. Jyotsna Jaya Rajan. Caitlin Kindness. Neve Lovegrove. Armin Madhawajaya.
Timothy McCarthy. Connor McNulty. Alyssa Nguyen. Raquel Ritchie. Elizabeth Sika Dimela. Daniel Stacey. Our school captain, Rowan Steger. Patrick Stibby. Nick Sinachenko. Samuel Witten.
Could the students of 12I please stand? Please congratulate the students of 12I and Dr. Vanderveen.
I call on Mr. Terry Grimberg to present the students of 12J.
J, Abdi Ahmed. Fauzi Adid. Tegan Baldwin Kaur. Amber Beard. Brooke Bremner. Jules Carpio. Fox Clancy. Mimi Dang. Shakira Davis. Chelsea Dwan. Jacob Hoffink. Daratu Hussein Abdul Majid. Rebecca Kruger. Zephram Lavatai. Lenny Newen. Taylor Newen. Simon Fan. Christopher Ralph. Matthew Roberts. Georgia Ryan. Nikolai Tafau. Tawera Tui. Chantel Yadon.
Could the students of 12J please stand? Please congratulate the students of 12J and Mr. Terry Grimberg. Thank you, Mrs. Hammond, Mrs. Kostowski, and Mr. Glover. Mrs. Hammond has been the year coordinator of this group since year 10. but has known and taught many students since Year 8. Mrs. Hammond will address the Year 12s for the very last time, followed by a montage of our students.
Don't get me going, Year 12s. I need to get through this. What a term. First of all, good morning, graduates, invited guests, and staff. What a term. What a year, and where has it gone? It feels like yesterday when so many of you enrolled in grade 8 at Forest Lake State High School, and now you sit before me about to graduate. Today you leave us to embark on your journey. You leave with firm friendships, gain knowledge, and memories you will cherish for a lifetime. When I first became your coordinator in Year 10, I wondered how I was ever going to learn all of your names. Well, we've spent 506 days together, and it's been an easy task. When I look back over the year, I remember so many events. We're a school that provides you the opportunity to shine in so many different ways. Drama, dance, art, academics, leadership, sports are a few that come to mind. I have enjoyed watching you all grow in these areas over the last few years, and particularly this year. I thank our captains, Paris and Rohan, and our vice captains, Rhiannon and Mohammed, for their strong leadership this year. I thank our house captains, Cam, Carolyn, Noah, Janetta, Dylan, Renee, Aaron, and Courtney for their enthusiastic leadership at sports carnivals. I thank our leaders for getting involved and leading by example. And most of all, I thank you all for being a great bunch. I have admired your resilience through what is known to be a challenging and sometimes very stressful year. I have admired how many of you have made positive choices to change something that was not going well for you. I have admired the tenacity of so many of you to study so hard to get the results you have achieved. And the great sense of humor when you obviously were sleep deprived and barely alive the next day after hours and hours of exam and assessment preparation. I have admired and often smile at the inclusiveness that is you. And I have appreciated throughout my day, and the little chats here and there about whatever. And those who remembered to turn up before Roma with a note from home explaining why they were wearing the wrong uniform. My wish for each and every one of you is to follow your dreams. Remember, you are the writer of your own story. My advice to you is work hard, love deeply, give, get involved, and get back on that horse when you fall off. In the words of Barack Obama, your life will be full of setbacks. It's how you handle them that makes all the difference. Live your lives with integrity and don't give in to peer pressure to be something that you're not. Be compassionate, make and keep good friends who will look out for you, and always make room for laughter and fun. Well, that's it. No more bells, uniforms, assessments, exams, teachers, school. Look after yourselves and write your story so that one day when you look back, you'll be happy with what you read. Thank you.
to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. It's my speed. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the streets in. We are bursting through the barricades and breaking for the sun. That's what we do. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. Oh, we are glorious. Cut me down. Gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. This is me.
Today, our Year 12 music class will present the annual graduation performance. As their parting gift, the Year 12 students wanted to give the graduating class a brief music education, a musication, if you will. Together, as a class, they spent many hours from the beginning of Term 3 working on the various songs you're about to hear. These songs are the epitome of cool and perfectly sum up the Year 12 cohort. Here to perform their Graduate's Guide to Music, please welcome the Year 12 music class.
that way? Does he do me that way? Stand up if you want to. Come on, great clown.
When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always make you stand out in the crowd. When someone wanna pick you from the bunch, one glance was all it took. Now it's much too late for me to take that second look. Oh, baby, all I need is one more chance.
I love you.
Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go.
Let you go, baby.
But now since I see you, it is on. Oh, oh.
All I want, all I need, all I want, all I need. Woo! Let's go, Carolyn.
Now,
Drop top push, rolling in my wrist, down my chain. Cardi B straight standing, can't tell me nothing but something. I changed the game. X my big funk, looking out on them girls shook. My big out on the boys hook. Working down the views, now we pop around with bands. Put a sack, tell me when I do that money dance like hey. Flexing on the ground like hey. Hit the Lil John, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we tripping and finessing, getting paid. Ow. Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long, all night long. Yeah, I know we'll turn heads forever. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna show you all. What can we do? Watch the whole room change. Baby, that's what you do. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on your confidence. Don't blame it on your measurements. Sugar shut down a sight. That's right. Now you're dripping in thinness. It don't make no sense. I hear dripping in thinness. You know it, you know it. I hear dripping in thinness. It don't make no sense. I hear dripping in thinness. You know it, you know it. Woo! That's our part.
Thank you to the Year 12 music class for sharing that heartfelt performance with us. We feel honored to be able to congratulate our Year 12 students on the pride they have shown in their school. And their efforts in 2018. We wish them every success in life after school. The Valedictory address is designed to send our Year 12 students into the future. It is a new tradition at Forest Lake State High School to give the honor of delivering this important message to our school ducks, the highest achiever in the cohort. I invite the school ducks for 2018, Mimi Dang, to the stage to deliver the Valedictory address.
Let's start with 3 words. 5, strangers, here. 5 years ago in this very hall, we were young, fresh in our uniforms, and strangers to one another. But here we are again now, all together, ready to bid farewells as friends, peers, and pals. Good morning, teachers, staff, parents, and my classmates of 2018. You would no doubt agree that the past years of senior school have been a memorable journey. A journey filled with hard work, late night studying, and stress, as much as friendship, cultural, sporting, and academic achievements. It's been a journey where every single day of our lives followed a steady rhythm, well structured, clearly organized. Yet, we now stand on the cusp of change, at the threshold of life. It's an exciting time, but also a frightening one. We'll soon be contributing to change in the world, but we'll also have to start making decisions as adults and carry the responsibility that accompanies them. My classmates, you have gone through many tireless hours of work, many days when you just didn't want to get up, many days where it was close to impossible to be optimistic. But you know what? It's true that diamonds are made under pressure. You've done it. The fact that you're sitting here after 12 long years of learning is an embodiment of your efforts, dedication, and perseverance. We've all achieved it with help, love, and support. Each and every one of us in this hall have been affected by a parent, a guardian, a teacher, or a friend. They're the people close by who lifted our spirits in tough times, who stayed back working extra hours to make sure we were okay, who understood to remain silent when we had lost our minds with schoolwork, and who are here now to celebrate and be proud of what we've done. Indeed, you've all accomplished so much and have the potential to do so much more. For all of us, tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow sends us off into a world I've heard many say is scary and full of unexpected twists and turns. But regardless of any hardship or challenges that the future may hold, tomorrow is always a blessing to have. If there is one thing I hope for, I hope that you will give your best shot at life. Whether it's university, further education, training, or the workplace, you've all got somewhere to be and different versions of success to define. Pursue your dreams and goals passionately so that you'll be without regrets. When things get stormy, look back, left, and right, because next to you are mates, parents, and loved ones you can lean on. Their shoulders will give you strength to walk through this life bravely. I cannot wait to see where all of us will go. It has been an absolute honor to deliver you this speech today. So as a final remark, class of 2018, my fellow students, classmates, and friends, congratulations. Stay safe, good luck, goodbye, and thank you for everything.
Thank you, Mimi, and thank you to our school captains for 2019. Ladies and gentlemen and students, we'll now conduct the two final elements of our graduation ceremony. At Forest Lake State High School, we acknowledge the spirit of diversity of culture that characterises our school. Our students will be honoured with the haka as an impassioned farewell from our Year 12 students, demonstrating gratitude for their experiences in school to fellow students, teachers and parents. I invite our Year 12 students to begin our ceremony with the haka. Thank you, young man. We were very moved. Some of us moved usually. As part of our ceremony, we will hear the drums that symbolise the continents of our world, places of origin for many of our students. We will hear the sounds of the didgeridoo, representing our Indigenous culture, our past and our future. Upon the conclusion of these ceremonies, here in our hall, we will rise to celebrate and applaud our graduating class of 2018. Our students will leave the hall for their final journey through the school, led by their role teachers and school captains, Rowan Steger, Paris Knapp, Muhammad, and Brianna Wright. It is a journey back through the ages, the graduation walk where they will be congratulated by our whole school community for their accomplishment. This walk is indicative of the pride our students have in their school, community, family, and above all, themselves. Year 12s, please enjoy your final farewell and sharing this special moment with all the students of the school from years 7 to 11 and your teachers. Family and friends, once they're on the walk, you will remain in the hall and be directed by Mr. McBalton. I now invite Ms. Kirsten Hammond, Year 12 Coordinator for our graduating class of 2018, to share the final message with the story of the drums and didgeridoo.
Forest Lake State High School acknowledges the Indigenous peoples of Australia as its first people, and we recognise their unique relationship with this land. Listen, listen. The didgeridoo sounds. It echoes the past, calls to the The didgeridoo is the center. It represents the law and the beginning, but it is not alone. It seeks companionship, recognizes diversity. It calls to our hearts, and our hearts hear. The drums represent the inhabited continents and their peoples: Europe, Asia, America, Africa, and Oceania. The rhythms performed on the drums represent the musical characteristics of each of the continents. All 5 continents represented in the students at Forest Lake State High School. Listen, listen. The drum beats are heartbeats. Our heartbeat. Measuring out time, growth, transition, journey. Life is a journey. Your life is a journey. We seek to journey together, and as with all journeys, one ends and another begins. Listen to your journey. A journey started here 5 years ago. 5 years ago, a group of children entered Forest Lake State High School and became the Irregues of 2014. As Irregues, you came to this magnificent site. Its buildings and wonderful grounds were new to you. As you journeyed from childhood through adolescence to where you now stand, on the cusp of adulthood, the school, its people and places supported you. Surroundings that were unknown are now known. New classmates and strange teachers are now good friends. You, the Year 12 students of Forest Lake State High School, have been shaped by these people, this environment, and these experiences. Now you stand before us on this very last day, proud and excited, as you take these last steps as Forest Lake State High School students. You step into an adult world that is complex, at times certain, and at other times contradictory. You take these steps as adults with the responsibility to contribute to a better world. You have rights and responsibilities that can no longer be deferred to the next day. You, like us, will realize that the value of school was not only in achieving good results, but also in growing towards being good people. I ask family and friends to stand as we share our final words with our graduating class of 2018. You have earned this place. You can't go back, nor should you want to. Hear the didgeridoo and remember, hear the drums. The drums call you to leave this place and call you to the next journey. Hear the drums and remember the heart. Remember your heart and listen for the sound of other hearts, because life shared is a fuller and more beautiful life. Year 12 students of Forest Lake State High School, come, stand with us, and take your place alongside us. Go with kindness, go with confidence, go with care, go with our blessings and our trust.
That ends the formal part of the ceremonies today. Parents, family and friends,